People. Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin. Salute to the international audience, and of course, salute to the domestic. Yeah, I know. You're probably saying Joel Benjamin 528. You lost your mind. $750 XRP price by December 31st. Listen, it's not just me. A bunch of analysts are saying XRP should hit in December not just double digits, not just triple digits, but they're also calling for quadruple digits. Now, I know, y'all just can't fathom the idea. But I could come on here. You know, what the hell do I know? I got a ring light, whatever, the webcam light. I got the webcam, a computer, and a mic and Wi-Fi. And I'm going live. So what do I know? Let's forget that I've been right on other stuff. But let's do this scenario. Say XRP only reaches, let's say $50. Would you really complain? Salute to the international audience, salute to the domestic, the people that's coming in the live chat. Make sure as you come in, hit that like button. And make sure if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. Also, leave a comment that helps the channel. Where was I? Yeah. If XRP even go up to $20 right now, would y'all cry? I'm going to show y'all a video, a few videos in a few minutes, why it's important for us to get on board right now. Not now, but right now. There is a supply shock on XRP. Soon, a lot of y'all will be, as they say, priced out. Not only that, because some of y'all are already priced out. That's a fact. That's not up for debate. It just is what it is. So now the next thing is being, what are you going to do about that? Are you going to let the banks manipulate? Are you going to let the institutions manipulate and do whatever they want? I told y'all to buy silver. Silver went up to an all-time high. Okay. Let me send this out. Sorry, people. Ills of going live. So, again, the point I'm making, and feel free to comment in the comment section. You know what I noticed too? Videos like this, they don't promote videos like this. They don't send out videos like this. But you know what videos they do promote and they push out? I'm about to show you something. Isn't it weird that always you don't see people talking trash about no other crypto, even the ones that are clear scams, but they constantly talk trash about XRP. Now, I know some people call me an XRP D rider with no pause. That's okay. I get it. I'll take that. I'll eat that. No problem. But the fact still remains, y'all got to get XRP. And then the fact still remains, you don't have to listen either. You can listen to these talking heads, airheads, or useless mouth breathers. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Of course, as always, I will share my screen so you see what I see. This person that I am about to show you, he's a very popular TikToker, has a lot of followers. I don't know if those are bought or not. I don't want to be a false witness. I didn't check his page out properly on Social Blade. He also gets a lot of views a video. So, without further ado, let me give you his name. And you know I'm quick to jack up people's names. Kavel Kavan. That's who he goes by on TikTok. Now I want to show you. Listen to this. Listen what he said. Because, oh my gosh. As you can see right here, what I posted. Hold on. Let me make this better for all of us so we can view. As you can see, well, this did not age well like spoiled milk. Ugh. This video was made in 2024 by a TikToker, Kavel Kavan, who said XRP will still be 50 cents or less. His followers sure did lose or miss out on a lot of money. Stop listening to talking heads and useless mouth breathers. These are the people, they tell you one or two crypto that look good, sound good, you get it, you make a little bit of money, and now they feel they the best crypto gurus, right? And it'd be a shame. But you know what? I ain't gonna say that other part. Let me just play the video for you. Shall I?
Create exactly what we need.
So he stitched this chick. Before I continue the video, give you proper context. He stitched this chick crying, talking about XRP is a lie. So he made a stitch off of it, and she's breaking down crying. Okay? This is the thing. Stay out of crypto if you're not built like that. You want to put your life savings today and just hope it shoots up tomorrow. So you had a lot of people for a while in 2024. This video was made in 2024, crashing out over XRP. It goes up, it goes down more. Do I need to say it? Do I really need to say it? Buy the dip. Don't be a Jeep. Don't be a Jeep. Let's watch this video, y'all. Yeah, let's watch this together.
So everyone,
I'm sorry, you hear
her? So everyone drinking this Kool-Aid from XRP is pretty sad and unfortunate. I feel very bad for anyone putting their hope in that crypto project. I made a video because I know a lot of you were not going to like that, but it's the truth. And the scarier thing that's even more damaging to anyone who believes that that's going to change their life, you do understand that they have already won the case. This comment says they're already using the coin in oil, right? 80% of banks will use it by 2025. There's not enough money in the world. Even if all the money in the world went into XRP, you would still not make any money. You guys don't understand the way capitalism works. There's no reason to enrich you. It's a lot easier to create that thing or have the smartest people in the world come together and create exactly what we need for cross-border payments. Not a private company. The government will bring the smartest people in the world together to recreate whatever you think they're going to dump into and start from scratch. Why would they? Think about that. You've been holding XRP for this many years. Oh, when the case closes, it's going to go to this. Oh, when they do this, it's going to go to this. Oh, when they do this, you're going to be rich. And you're going to get to be an old man or woman in this world, and XRP will still be 50 cents or less. And you wasted your life because you didn't understand market cap and you didn't understand that certain things aren't possible. Unfortunately, guys, you're drinking the Kool-Aid, and I have to be factual. I have to be straight up with my audience so they don't get stuck on that wrong path. XRP is not the answer. Unfortunately, you will need to keep researching and find something else that is not lying to you about everybody's going to use this. It's not true. Simply not true. And even if they did, it still wouldn't you still wouldn't be a rich man or a rich woman from that. No.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? You see, and I don't like to do this on content creators, but it's time we start calling people like this out.
This many years. Oh, when
they come on here and they talk all spiffy, they try to dress so spiffy, look nice, talk all this market cap. You forgot, people, market cap doesn't matter? Huh? We forgot when it comes to XRP, market cap definitely doesn't matter. Yes, Shahid Mustafa. Yeah. Is he stupid or is he stupid? Which one? Huh? Is he stupid or is he stupid? Which one? I said, is he stupid or is he stupid? Which one? Think about it. Okay? Thank you, botanical brother. He has glasses, but he sees not. He sees not. Yeah, he sees not. So check it out. Remember, they said the same thing about Bitcoin. Look where it's at now. This was done in 2024. We're in 2025. Anybody that bought X or been buying mad XRP at 19 cents a coin, you're lit right now. And some people still ain't selling. He said it'll only be 50 cents. But forget that. Let's go on to another thing he said, which I found interesting. He said they will get the biggest minds to put the stuff together. It won't be no private institution or whatever. What is the Federal Reserve, people? People, I'm going to ask y'all again. What is the Federal Reserve? Are they public? Well, when I say public, I should say, are they government or are they private? I done showed y'all and gave y'all the answer on the website. Did I not? Are they public or are they private? Thank you very much. Private? Yeah, a private institution. So what is he talking about? Thank you. Dario Habijans. I can't pronounce that, but yeah, with these long YouTube names. But thank you. The Fed is a privately owned institution. So imagine how much people And this dude got a lot of followers, and his videos be pulling in a lot of views. Okay? How much people he led off of that crypto cliff? Huh? All right, let's move. Y'all don't understand capitalization. Y'all don't understand market cap. Shut up. But what the hell do I know? The hell do I know? So for people, let's talk about the people who do have XRP, right? You need to see this. This video is for you. Pay attention.
XRP or more. Pay attention.
Hold on. If you own 2,500 XRP, pay attention. You need to hear this. Do you know about the XRP rich list? No? Well, I'll share some insight with it for you, on it for you to get a gist. The XRP rich list shows the top 10% holders from 10% up to the 0.1%. Okay? With the XRP rich list, the number XRP, you have determined where you fall in on that list. A lot of people out here do not have XRP. And let me be clear, a lot of regular people do not have XRP. Regular people. I need y'all to understand, XRP was not meant for us. XLM was more meant for us. Okay? XRP is for the banks and the institutions, but they had to play it off. So, if you don't believe XRP at least could reach $750, then I don't know what to tell you. When you got, before I show you this, because you see, I'm tired of these people playing in my face, your face, our face. Okay? Let's go to CoinMarketCap. Let's go to CoinMarketCap, shall we? I'm going to share my screen so you see what I see. Let's look at a crypto called Sol, made by Solana, right? We see the market cap. We see the current price. Let's do a 1 year. Where were they a year ago? A year ago, 200 something. Okay. Let's go to all. This is where I want to show you at. This is Solana, aka ticker symbol Sol. Watch this. Watch this. So this was in 2020. Well, we know. Hold on. Damn. Come on. There we go. 2020. Solana came out. You see people have it at 50-something cents. People probably got it at 60-something cents. Kudos to them. That's in 2020. In 2021, the highest it went up to is what? $247.27. That's in 2021. And of course, it took a sharp fall to $9. I remember when I was telling people to get Solana at $9, they said, oh, it crashed all the time. It's pretty much a dead coin now. Pay attention. This is December 29th, 2022. December, January, February, March, April, we into 2023 now. All right. August, September, October. Mind you, October, it's now $22.69. What's this? Boom. 2024 of January 4th, 2024, shot up to $105.05. By the time we hit March, let me get the peak, March of 2028, March 28th of 2024, 2024, it's at 189.62. Move sideways for a while. Boom. We're going to pay attention to this chart. Went up as high as what? $257.08 in November 21st of 2024. Scoot back down in 2025 to $112.80. Bam. Where we at? Get the peak. There we go. 2025, September 18th, 2025. $247.63. So you're going to tell me something with like Solana that got an infinity supply could make as much tokens as they want, right? Already got 559,000,052, all right? Sol in existence right now. Okay? That's what you're telling me. What are we doing here? What are we doing? 357 coins out in circulation right now. Got an infinite supply. So you mean to tell me this could do this type of numbers, but XRP can't? With Solana always crashing. Ethereum, same thing. The fees go up higher. I don't even want to bother play the video with Mr. Wonderful, the guy from Shark Tank, showing how at all these institutions talking about Ethereum, when recently it showed how Ethereum crashed. That whole blockchain, that whole system crashed because it couldn't keep up with the flow of money. But this is what they're going to build all their stable coins on. This is what they're excited of. And then you're telling me that Western Union or whoever rocking with Solana now, and Solana is always crashing. So you want to tell me XRP cannot go up to $750, but Solana in a matter of a few months from here could reach all the way up to here, back down to here, and reach all the way up to here? Man, oh my gosh. Why do I even bother? Why do I even bother? Pay attention, people. If you own 2,500 XRP, if you don't, do your best to. Let me let y'all see what I see.
If you hold 2,500 XRP or more, pay attention. This video is for you. You are now in XRP's rich list. But why does that matter more than ever before? Well, if you held that same amount in 2023 or 2022, you wouldn't have been in the rich list. The fact that you are now shows it's getting harder to enter every single year in USD value. Back in 2022, you needed around 2,350 XRP to qualify. But at the time, XRP was priced around 30 cents to 40 cents, an 8x difference in USD value from today. So what was once considered an entry-level position now puts you among the top holders, and this trend will only continue. Even if you hold 1,000 or even 500 XRP with a long enough outlook, you could eventually join the rich list. And in 2025, we will see more XRP get locked away by ETFs, banks, and institutions, making the barrier to entry even more exclusive. On top of that, there's a major misconception about XRP's supply and scarcity. Unlike most cryptocurrencies, XRP's full 100 billion supply has existed since day one with no inflation. However, Ripple's escrowed holdings are excluded from the circulating supply by CoinMarketCap, creating a misleading narrative. If all escrows were counted, just like they are for other projects, XRP's circulating supply would appear much higher, making it the second most valuable cryptocurrency, behind Bitcoin and ahead of Ethereum. So in reality, XRP's available supply is shrinking due to adoption, institutional interest, and long-term holders, and the rich list is getting harder to enter by the day.
You got that? The rich list is getting harder to enter by the day. Now, once again, you don't got to listen to me. You don't got to listen to nobody. But you fools, G10, what G10 says, XRP still cheaper than a burger. Facts. Facts. Y'all have no excuse. What this comment says, now you are not experienced. Somebody says, shut it down. You're not experienced. Is that so? So, see, that's why y'all supposed to be frying these people when they come up in here. We do not go into the Bitcoin maxis or any of these other maxis page. We don't do it. Why do they insist in coming in hours? Huh? Can you go back to why MC not doesn't matter? Why Mark? I went over that in one of the last live streams. I really, truly don't want to do it again, but okay. Now, when they're short in the market, they're long in that market, that's more liquidity that comes in. All right? When these cryptos end up having use cases, this is not just for XRP. This is for all these other cryptos as well. So look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin really started being on the rise once they started making the Bitcoin futures. Now, everybody, all these Bitcoin maxis talk about Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. My coin, my coin, my coin. I love Bitcoin. And saying they love Satoshi Nakamoto, don't know who he is, but going against the actual values of what Satoshi Nakamoto stand for. That XRP was not meant, Bitcoin was not meant to be traded and the banks and institutions holding it. It was meant to be down with the banks. Remember that narratives they were pushing? Remember, it's anonymous. The supply cannot be manipulated. Well, we found out none of that was true. If you hold a certain amount of Bitcoin, it can be manipulated. Okay? I'm just saying. So I don't get what people are talking about. I don't get what are they saying with market cap. It got too many cryptos that prove market cap does not matter. I'm going to repeat again. It has too many cryptos out here that prove market cap doesn't matter. So if we want to go with market cap mattering, and it's no different from what they did with gold, no different what they did with silver markets. Okay? All right. What's this? Ricky Joel Benjamin 528 is the source. Thrax. XRP is great, but it ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Someday though. Well, what's that? Danielle Lombardo 27. I highly disagree with that. Again, they said the same thing about Bitcoin. They said the same thing about Solana. They said the same thing about a few cryptos. Okay? Yes, thank you, Roderick. Roderick Dorns. You all can see these trolls on here with no proof. I come on here and I'm giving you proof and they mad. Okay? And I seen somebody put up the Japanese carry trade. Yes. You think it's a coincidence? Japan is loading up on XRP and it's supposed to be by 2030. All the banks in Japan will be using XRP. By 2030, look, by 2030, all the banks will be using XRP. We're not going to go with what AI says. Okay. But you know what? Let me read this. It's highly unlikely that all banks will be using. Oh, okay. I see where I went wrong. All Japanese banks will be using XRP. The claim that all Japanese banks will be using XRP by 2030 is an overstatement, but there is a real trend of increasing adoption by some banks, particularly for cross-border payments, while projections suggest significant adoption by 2025, driven by partnerships like SBI Holdings and Ripple, major bank in Japan. This has not resulted in universal adoption. Challenges remains, including involving regulations and technology maturity, making widespread use by 2030 uncertain. But yet, we all got what's his first name? I know his last name is Katao. Okay. So let's go to the NASDAQ. This is January 1st, 2025. Because you see, they always try to throw you off the trail. 80% of Japanese banks set to embrace XRP for global payment by 2025. I'm over here saying 2030. They talking about 2025. By 2030, they're already at 80%. And you even know if they say that at 80%, it's more. Do you know how important Japan is? Or these Japanese banks? Watch this. And I already told you, if they sell these U.S. trade bonds, it's a wrap. Right? This article is 6 days ago. Analyzing analyzing Japan's 550 billion pledge to invest in the U.S. It's right here. In July 2025, the United States and Japan reached a major trade agreement that includes Japan's pledge to invest $550 billion in U.S. industry in return for lower tariffs on Japan imports. The details of its investment pledge became clearer on September 4th when U.S. Secretary and Commerce Howard Lutnick and Rosia Akoswa, I know I jacked that up, then Japan's top trading negotiator, signed a memorandum of understanding. According to the memorandum, several key features of the investment arrangements have emerged. First, Japan must commit the full 550 billion by the end of President Trump's second term. Second, investment projects will be selected and managed by the United States, while Japan has the right to veto proposed projects. The U.S. can respond by raising tariffs on Japan's imports. These are the deals and the terms now. Third, the agreement includes a profit sharing agreement. Cash flows generated by the investments are split equally until Japan recoups its demand allocation amount, which is the principal investment plus interest payments, after which 90% of the cash flow goes to the US and 10% to Japan. So let me ask you something. All this money moving around back and forth between Japan and US, they just gonna do it by hand, right? That's what you're telling me right now, right? Go ahead, tell me. They're gonna do it by hand, or they're gonna be doing it by banks? You let me know. You let me know. Okay? And then check this out. We didn't even get into Jasmine, which is another, which they call the Japanese Bitcoin, which the government is currently using, the military, and the person that used to work for Sony is part of it, and they teamed up with Sony, and they dealing with GPUs, where it all comes together. You're gonna see Jasmine connect with XRP. Mark my words. You heard it here first. When I told you, when I was the first one telling you, screaming it to the rooftop, Ripple is going to become a bank, people laughed at me. When I was screaming it to the rooftop in 2020 that Bank of America partnered with XRP, people laughed at me. Even when I showed the proof that they've been partnered up since 2028, and the head person for Bank of America spilled the beans and didn't realize he had an NDA put on the table. Ripple have over 1,700 NDAs, and we only got to find out that because of the SEC Ripple lawsuit. I need y'all to think. I need y'all to use your brain, use your cabeza, woosah, calm down, see the overview, the underview, the inner view, the outer view. I need you to pay attention. Pay attention. What do you think is going to happen when all this money is being moved back and forth from the United States to what banks? You think it's going to be a rinky-dink bank in Japan that's not using XRP? Listen, I just pull up the NASDAQ for you so you could see for yourself. Okay? All right. You think they're going to make all this go through? But yeah, let me just move on. Let me move on. If you don't know, Japan is one of the major holders of, now anybody that watched me know I already broke this down, but I got to break it down for you again. America's sugar daddy just went broke and you're stuck with the bill. You wonder why Japan been buying up all the XRP that they could get their hands on? You think that was a coincidence? Japan can't and won't finance the US anymore. Mind you, November 22nd, 2025. Here's why that matters for your money, your mortgage, and key portfolio move. Japan is no longer willing to subsidize America's spending. Expect to pay more for everything from car loans to credit cards. Japan's not angry. Japan's not punishing. Japan's just broke and old and tired of pretending. Remember, let me drift off from this article. Remember, in 2024, I think it was the summertime of 2024. I don't think it was 2023. It had to be 2024. When the Japanese yen, or what was their money called? Yen, right? Came crashing down. And everybody was in fear that they was going to sell off all their bonds. They're not able to prop America's bond market up no more. 5 months ago, the signs were clear. America's biggest lender was headed. Listen to this. America's biggest lenders. No. America's smallest lenders. No, they're biggest lenders. No. America's medium-sized lenders. No, they're biggest lenders. No. America's average nobody lenders. No, America's biggest lenders was heading for the exit this week. They started backing. Your mortgage rates noticed. Back in June, I explained that Japan, America's favorite ATM for 40 years, was about to display insufficient funds. Most people ignore this the way you ignore your check engine light. This week, the engine caught fire. Japan's 20-year government bond yield, BXTMB MKJP-20Y, just hit their highest level since 1999. Their 30-year government bond, I'm not going to, you know what, let me read because this is a different one. BX, go to the ticker symbol, TMBMKJP-30Y crossed 3.3% this week, an all-time high, up a full percentage point since spring. For Japan, that's not a yield. That's a scream. Why should you care? Because Japan owns. Listen to me, people. Listen to me. I'm showing you here in real time why you should care. Japan owns 1.2 trillion. No, billion. No, trillion. No, million. No, trillion. No, thousand. No, trillion. 1.2 trillion in U.S. government debt. More than your weird uncle owns in grievances. And when your biggest lender suddenly discovers it can make money at home, wait, what? Hold up, what? What's that? When your biggest lender suddenly discovers it can make money at home, it tends to stop financing your lifestyle. It's like your friend finally realizing he's been picking up every bar bill since 1985. Let's sidetrack. I think, what is she? Prime Minister? What is she considered? I think she's the Prime Minister. They don't say president. This is Japan's new PM. Remember when she was with Trump, all smiles and hugs? Japan needs America and America needs Japan. But it seems like America, I gotta be honest, needs Japan a little more. It seems that way. But let's continue. Let me make you understand something. Let's go here. This is a woman. Sane Takahashi. Probably jacked that up. Didn't mean to. I'm not looking to offend. But I want to stress, this is a female. This is a woman. Leader. World leader for Japan. I'm going to repeat. This is a female. A woman world leader. A female world leader for Japan. You know Japan is in trouble if they have a female prime minister of Japan. And I'm not saying that because, oh, she's a female, she's not competent into doing the job. I'm saying that because if anybody got any common sense and they know how Japan gives it up when it comes to females, I ain't got no more to say. I ain't got to say no more. All right? Real talk. So what are we talking about here? They have a female prime minister. From the time I saw that, I said, oh, it's a wrap. Okay? It's a wrap. That's why they had to come and make the deal with Trump. I just read the article for you, the NASDAQ. They had to come through and make the deal. And for them to give up that money, they got to stop dealing with the bonds. That's why everything is going to caca. Remember that first crypto crash and when everybody was going crazy? I came on here and I told you it was because of Japan. When it came to the stock, not just the crypto, the stocks as well. Nobody listened. That's why I like the article that I just read when the person said nobody's listening. Look, the cracking of the Japanese bond market, a warning signal for the US dollar and global finance. While many banks use Ripple's technology, RippleNet, for cross-border payments, trials direct use of the XRP token is limited due to regulations and volatility. A key exception is SBI Remit, a subsidiary of SBI Holdings, which uses XRP for on-demand liquidity service for specific international money transfers from Japan. They are going to be using SBI to take money and push it back and forth, which is going to prop up the price of XRP. So even if XRP do not reach $750 a coin right now by December 31st, Let's say it reach 100, and even if it don't reach that, look out for 2026. It's about to get real. Do y'all understand? Do y'all get what I'm saying? I seen somebody, what it says, what this person say. Sherry King, 7764. I sold because I'm an investor, not an idiot. I might buy back again at the bottom and sell on the next cycle of XRP fanatics. Okay, you're not an idiot, but you're stupid or stupid or stupid. I'm going to tell you why. We're going to go back. We're going to go back right here. XRP, which we have 21 shares. XRP should be coming out tomorrow. Spot ETF. XRP spot ETFs. With these spot ETFs, it's creating a supply shock. Okay? Y'all need to know what's going on here. But you know what? XRP price shoots 10% as Grayscale and Franklin Templeton. This article is on the 24th. You know I like to show y'all the most recent. Two new XRP spot ETF. Wait, what? Two new XRP spot exchange trade funds, ETFs, Grayscale's GXRP and Franklin Templeton's XRPZ began trading on the New York Stock Exchange on November 24th. The products recorded a combine of 164 million in net inflow on their first day, as per data from So Value. Now, I need y'all to understand this. You seen how the XRP spot ETF been outperforming all other ETFs this year? The ETFs that been coming out. Y'all think that's a coincidence, right? That's what it is. You know, this is the guy right here. Japan's secret weapon isn't policy, it's XRP. Wait. He's the CEO. The CEO of SBI Bank claims every bank in Japan will start using XRP. This is on Instagram. I hate Instagram. Okay? This is him right here. Yoshitaka Katao. That's it. That's his first name. All I need to think is Super Mario. Yoshi from Super Mario. Okay? Okay, people? This is Yoshi. For y'all that want to know what he looks like. He's telling you every bank will be using XRP. Are you paying attention? Did y'all even know they were the biggest lenders, borrowers, whatever you want to call it, bond holders? I could keep going on and on. Did you know they were the biggest? Bet you didn't. I bet you didn't. This is the man right here. Ripple have all these banks with XRP on lock. So you telling me it's impossible for this to happen? where we're finally getting use case and regulations when it comes to XRP? Are you stupid or are you stupid? Which one? Please tell me, people. I would like to know. I would like to know. Hold on, people. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Okay, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I still got my mic on. Having technical difficulties, of course. Of course we are. So the Yoshitaka Katao, the CEO of SBI Holdings, said every major bank, I'm going to repeat, every major bank in Japan will eventually use XRP for payments. He emphasized that Ripple's technology offers faster and cheaper cross-border settlements than legacy systems. SBI has been one of Ripple's most vocal supporters since forming a partnership in 2016. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all no more. And y'all know, Japan and China is in a crypto war. Not just crypto, actually. And more like a trade war, I should say. The term crypto war likely refers to two separate developments. Japan's move to create a comprehensive regulatory framework for cryptocurrency and potentially a separate geopolitical conflict involving crypto and China, as discussed in some media. Japan is strengthening its regulations by tightening rules against illicit activities, defining crypto as a financial product, and aligning its tax policies with those for traditional assets. Separately, some sources frame a broader crypto war involving China, but this is not widely reported or officially confirmed. Yes, it is. It is reported. It is. That's why they have problems with Crunchyroll. This is even affecting the anime community because China is on the bull crap. I'm just saying. I pulled it up right here for you. So I don't want nobody to say, oh, no, that's not true, brother. That brother, what are you talking about, brother? Yeah, it's all right there. Y'all ain't gonna gaslight me and make it seem like I don't know what numbers XRP could do. Okay? Let me see what the comments are saying. I hate that commercial on the good points Joel is making. All right. The commercials are picking up because somebody hating. Oh, so I guess y'all having mad commercials. All right. Hey, when you dropping it, that's what YouTube tend to do. You think institutional demand will rug pull XRP? How stupid can you be? Exactly. Whoever said that they're going to rug pull it, they're either stupid or they stupid. ETFs won't drive major price increase. Obviously, future markets drive price and always will. But yes, the XRP will drive it. The spot ETFs will drive it, not just the futures. That's not true. That's not true, because the spot ETFs is locked up. It did the same for Bitcoin. That's all I got to say. It did the same for Ethereum. Ethereum is about to go a lot more higher soon. All right. Hell, the effects of big Zcash Trust is now kicking in, along with their oh my gosh, what is this called? Halving. The Zcash halving. Okay. Exit liquidity streams are great fun to watch. Yeah, okay. Sherry King or Shry King 7764. That sounds good. Let me see. She looks like the prime minister from anime Ghost in the Shell. Oh, snap! I didn't even pick that up. Yes, she does. He is explaining and has been explaining. You sold kick rocks. That's right, Lady Lisa 888. He gotta go kick. He or she gotta go kick rocks barefooted. When he's right, everybody scream, how about that? Let me continue. Because wait, there's more. So you see how these dots are easy to connect, by the way. And we just talking about Japan. We ain't even get into the other banks. So if you're on that XRP rich list, if you got 2,500 XRP coins, you should strive to get more, yes. But you should be good. So let me pull this article up for you right here. Dr. Jim Willie says big banks are deliberately suppressing XRP price to accumulate more at discount. Like if we didn't know that already. I doubt we really need one of the top analysts out there, Dr. Jim Willie, to tell us that, did we? I'm sure a lot of the people on here that's watching this are actually smart and not stupid or stupid like some of these other people that come on here on the channel, right? We know the right thing to do. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's see. Hold on. Let's get into this article. All right. This was article made November 29th, 2025. Now, you know, you got the YouTube channel Black Swan Capitalist. Shout out to them. Willie suggested that XRP price action is not due to regular market forces, but rather a strategy by institutions to quietly buy XRP before its price rises significantly. Ben told y'all that. Ben showed y'all the proof of all the whales that are buying. As soon as it drops, the whales scoop it up. Specific, help us keep it under $3. Specifically, Willie says major banks, including Bank of America, who's also a big Ripple partner, by the way, since at least 2018. Specifically, Willie says major banks, including Bank of America, New York Mellon, are Bank of America, Bank of America, and of New York Mellon, Bank of New York Mellon, are trying to keep XRP under $3 so they can purchase large amounts before its price increase. According to Willie, these institutions are deliberately holding the price down to stockpile XRP before the market catches up to its true value. Willie went further, claiming these banks could be coordinating directly with Ripple. He believes they want to accumulate XRP below $3 instead of paying $7 to $8, which is considered closer to its true value. Its true value is really higher than that. Spoke about that in the last live stream. NDAs and shrinking exchange wallets. Willie also pointed to shrinking exchange wallets holding millions of XRP as a sign of hidden accumulation. For example, Coinbase's XRP holdings, yes, dropped from nearly 1 billion tokens to just around 32 million XRP in September. He argued that the absence of explanation from exchanges suggests many be under non-disclosure agreements, which they are. NDAs, he said, could be masking the real flow of XRP into private custody and institutional pipelines. Interestingly, Willie connected this with comments made during a panel discussion involving BlackRock CEO Larry Fink when asked directly about BlackRock's plans for an XRP-based ETF. Fink responded, "I can't say." Willie interpreted it as a subtle confirmation of restricted information. Of course it is. They did the same thing with Bitcoin. They did the same thing with Ethereum. So what is there to talk about? We already know what it is. I ain't going to keep y'all here any longer. We're already over the hour mark. Time to wrap it up. I just had to break some of the stuff down to you. This is one of the guys. He be all over YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok from Digital Ascension Group. Can't say I really trust this guy. And again,
we'll see you on that one.
A lot. I'll say that. Any place that be wanting you to, they want to custody your crypto and all this other stuff. I just don't trust it. But he be speaking some stuff, and he took a bet out. Listen.
Price prediction for December 31st. I have a public bet for 750,000. Sorry. Oh, geez, that's way too much. $750 XRP is my public bet for XRP by December 31st. And again, we'll see you on that one. I made that bet because I wanted to make sure that the people that, that person had made other bets with were made whole on their XRP. We did a double or nothing to make sure that all those people got paid back, whether I win or lose. All those people get their XRP back. But again, I'm 99.9999% on $100. Price prediction for December 31st. I have a public bet for.
So anywhere from $100 to $750. And he been calling this guy. Let me tell you something about this guy. I watched some interviews with him, and this dude is buying by certain NDAs. He be up in Dubai, in certain places, in rooms we're not allowed to be in. He got the Digital Ascension Group, right? I'd say I'd say he's a shark swimming amongst the whales. Okay? I'll say that. So he's entered into certain rooms we're not able to get into. And he been saying 750, and he's standing by that. If people say, why are you saying that? You're putting your reputation on the line. Let me tell you something. Even if it goes to $50 by December 30th, especially you people that listen and got XRP since 19 cents and been accumulating a lot, y'all would be good. But imagine if it does. Okay? Let's say he's right. Let's say I'm right. Let's say we are right. Is it really that far-fetched that it could happen, being that we know they're suppressing the price? All right. Let's see something here. Because it could be just me. I might be the one that's just bugging, right? Remember the prophecy that Brandon Biggs made? Remember?
Go to $5 quickly. Will overnight will double. They'll triple. And then I saw some of them go to $5 quickly. Some of them go to $10. And he said some of the target of where they wanted to have this one was $150. And I saw the men talking. He said 100. I saw the number 150. He said, you asked me and asked me and asked me about investments. And he said, I'm going to tell you something that will increase like Apple one day. That will be a major investment in the end times. And he said, XRP will go from where it's at right now to $10,000 one day. It will be worth over $10,000 per XRP. And when he said that to me, I didn't even know what XRP was. And I was like, what is XRP? So I had to Google it. And I found out it was a cryptocurrency. Overnight will double.
Okay. This is the same guy that predicted what Trump is, but both assassination attempts on Trump way before it happened. Now that could mean something to you. That might not mean jack diddly squat to you. Just something to look at and think about. So this is for all the rumors. This is Zach Rector. For all the rumors, I said, he said it best. Listen to this garbage when they keep trying to say XRP is basically doing caca when it comes to the supply.
Ripple has never dumped the billion XRP that they get from the escrow at the start of the month. That has never happened. And so we need to get clear about what actually takes place with the Ripple escrow. I've seen so much confusion about this, and this is one of the biggest pieces of XRP FUD that we've been battling since 2017 when they created the escrow. And if you go all the way back to 2017, you can track these on chain and you can see for yourself that every single month, Ripple is returning XRP back to the escrow. They never have taken the 1 billion XRP that they get from the escrow at the start of the month and dumped it on the market. That has never happened, ever. And if you look over the past couple of years, they've actually been returning about 70 to 80% of the escrow back to the escrow. That'd be about 700 to 800 million XRP. So stop the FUD. Go check out the video breaking all this down on YouTube that we just dropped. Ripple has
now, you got people that would say this comment that Astro Society typed. When I found out years ago that Rothschild family was involved, I knew I needed XRP. That's a fact. They had the other company that's whatever dealing with a trust. Remember, the Rothschilds are the bankers that funded and created this whole banking system. Remember that. Don't ever forget that. When I heard that, that's when I also knew. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was put together way before. People say Ripple is a whole government project just like beta test coin, Bitcoin is. They say XRP and Ripple is really government. But that's neither here nor there. It's amazing how the naysayers have time to be up in here saying what they saying and don't have no XRP at all. I want to see their face when it pop off. Frax, game over. That's a fact. That's a fact. So don't listen to the bull caca, the FUD that they talk about with the Ripple escrow. It's not true. It's not true. So y'all know with David Swartz, there is no benefit to the price of XRP remaining low. The price of XRP to run and deal with this whole system, it's going to be high. This is a video here. Just thought it was interesting. Good old Ukraine. 10 million in cash was reportedly discovered at the home of a prominent Ukraine politician. Is the war in Ukraine nothing more than a giant money laundering scheme? I already broke that down for y'all already. When they was getting the money, buying the crypto in STX or XTX or XTF, whatever the damn crappy exchange was that went bust by Sam Bankman-Fried, right? I broke all that down to y'all before. They was doing wash, rinse, and repeat. So they would get the money from the US, buy crypto from Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried then invest that money into the political party in America, primarily mainly the Democratic Party. Gave some to Republicans, but at least 90% of it was to the Democratic Party. So now they have the crypto, and then if they want, they could sell it, make profit back, and still turn around, buy back the crypto. It's a wash, rinse, and repeat cycle, people. Moving on. All right. XRP whale activity explode. 72 million XRP, November 15th. 22 million XRP, November 25th. 12 million XRP, November 7th. 10 million XRP, November 3rd. Every major dip was followed by a massive outflow. Whales are pulling XRP off exchanges. December might be the month XRP shocks everybody. Okay? Hey, you see, person tweet. Here's the list. XRP ledger exchange outflow. Look, it's right here. It's not me making this up. It's right here. And here is how much they spending, how much they've been spending. And here on the side shows the price. Look at the chart. Okay? I knew when Jay asked Dave Portnoy, why did he sell XRP? Oh, that's supposed to be okay. You knew when you asked Dave Portnoy, why did he sell XRP? And he just recently dropped millions on it. I knew XRP was a good investment. Yeah, he saw this XRP, regretted because it went higher, and bought it back. That is true. That is true. So here's the chart. Hey, that's the beautiful thing about crypto. All you got to do is follow the ledger, the hash graph, the blockchain, whatever you want to call it. You're able to follow it. Here we go. XRP exchange ranking table. November 28th, 2025. We got Upbit, we got Binance, we got Uphold, we got Bitbank, CoinCheck, eToro, Crypto.com, Evernorth, CoinOne, Bitflyer, Bybit, Bitrue, Corebit, SBI, Virtune, Furry, Gate.io, Bitfinex, the list goes on and on. You could check this out when you're ready. These are the holdings. Okay? It's not a lot, people. Look, you see these negatives? That's what's been taken out of what they had. See the negative percentage rate as well? That they pulled out. XRP is leaving the exchanges. A lot of the exchanges do not have XRP. The price of XRP will go parabolic. Now, you decide which one are you. Are you a worm? Do you have 1 XRP? Are you a shrimp? Do you have 100 XRP? I want y'all to put it in the comment section for me. Some of y'all might not want to do that, but just let me know. Are you a crab? Do you have 250 XRP? Or octopus, 1,000 XRP? Fish, 2,500 XRP. Or maybe you're a dolphin with 5,000 XRP coins. Or you know, when there's blood in the streets, buy even if it's your own. You might be a shark at 10,000 XRP. Are you a whale with 25,000 XRP coins? Or you might be a big whale with 5,000 XRP coins. Anything over that, and you start hitting 100Ks, that's when you're like a prehistoric freaking whale. Okay? Which category do y'all fall in? Let me know in the comments. Now, this is the one I wanted to show you before I go. I'm going to end with this. Binance. Supply shock. Binance took such a sharp dip this year from 3 billion to 2.7 billion XRP they have left, and it's constantly going down. This is fresh data, shows total XRP on all exchanges has fallen from 3.95 billion to just 2.6 billion since September. That's 1.35 billion XRP removed from public order books in 2 months. This is the sharpest drop in years, and it's happening exactly as ETF demand begins to build. I'm just a messenger, people. I am just a messenger. If you know, you know. Binance. Again, this is big news. Just in from Ripple XT. Reserves on Binance are rapidly depleting, indicating significant movement or withdrawal activity and reflecting the heightened demand affecting exchange balances. Which one is the largest cryptocurrency exchange on the planet, people? Binance. This is a rich list stock right here. Y'all could go on Joel Benjamin 528 and see it for yourself. They're running dry on XRP. See, I come and I give y'all these live streams just so y'all could see. Once again, if you're an XRP holder, you absolutely need to follow No Limit Gains. Last time we called the exact XRP top and bottom. Many people will regret not following him. Here he is. Look at the chart. Update. Binance is sitting on only 2.7 billion XRP right now, near record low levels. Look like a lot of holders have been quietly withdrawing their tokens. I mean, hey, I'm just a messenger. Like I said, no one can say after this type of live stream, no one can say, oh, well, I didn't know. You will not be able to use that excuse, especially when I'm here for over an hour, about an hour and a half. Okay? Ripple 2017 versus 2025. It's recycling, doing the same patterns. XRP is about to rip. Total asset under management, 811 million. XRP locked, 342 million. Locked for total supply 0.342%. ETF clients scoop up $23 million, pushing total ETF held assets to $811 million. That's XRP, people. I'm showing you here in real time. Y'all got no excuse. Let me see. Any comments do I need to take? Or questions, I should say. What cold wallet do you recommend? I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put it in the description. Matter of fact, let me put it for you right now. I know once I get busy, it'd be a wrap. One cold wallet that the big boys, the big leagues have, even if you don't use it yet, this is one of the wallets you're going to want to have, that Keystone. Okay? I'm going to put the link there for you in the description. So that way you're able to eat. Oh, ring light battery going out just in time, huh? There it is. I put it up there for you, and I'll put it in the chat after the live stream. That's one that you're going to want to get. Keystone is a good one. And you want to make sure you get the titanium plates and write down your seed phrases. Okay? It won't happen. No $750 by the end of December. LOL. Headed from Cliff. What? Headed from whatever. You don't know that. You don't know that. Roderick, you're welcome. No problem. Let's see. Are you trying to find out who is a whale such as yourself? Oh, come on, Lester. I don't know what you're talking about, Lester. Yeah, you better stop, Lester. I don't know. I don't know why y'all be passing rumors. making up stuff. Y'all just be trying to be on here bearing false witness. Cause listen, you ain't hear me said I was no XRP whale. You did not hear me say nothing about me being an XRP whale, did you? So yeah. I will have to say I don't know what y'all talking about right now. Stop making up stuff. Let's continue. Camera giving problems again. I think he got a short in this. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Okay. Any more questions? Let me see. Man of Aloha, this guy is fire. Now I'm just saying. I ain't say I was a whale. It won't happen the end of December. Okay, I put that. All right, no more questions. All right. Why is it very profitable to sell old seed phrases through project? What are you talking about? Selling old seed phrases profitable? No, it's not. I wonder if Gen Z rappers started singing about crypto, how they would freak or not allow it. Well, Nas, I think Jay-Z made a reference to it. A few people, Future, they even had with the nano ledger. You had a few rappers have the nano ledger by the ears like they do the money phone. They're talking about it. People mostly just ain't paying attention. Wow. Y'all let this person come up in here and talk this trash and not flame him? Really? Y'all let this clown just pop up in here and not flame him. Putting clown face, keep dreaming, 750. I remember when they said that. With Bitcoin. Bitcoin couldn't go nowhere, but okay. Little bitty shrimp. Got some shrimps out here. Okay. Botani. Yeah, all right. Botanica. You're a whale. Okay. I'm in between a crab and an octopus. Yo, fish and a half. Yo, y'all are funny. Let me see where y'all at with it. Last year around December, we were at $2.30. Just think we could get back there, maybe. Listen to me. Before we had the lawsuit, we had all this against us. Not anymore. Not anymore. We lit right now. JB dropped some financially useful links in the chat. I did. If all goes well and all the catalysts play out, we could be right back at 220 by January. I think you're trying to be funny, Joe 44850. You trying to be fun. Y'all be letting these people just come in and talk. You cannot go. That's one thing about the Bitcoin community. No one could come in there, talk shit, or be sarcastic. No one. Joel, what's your XRP price prediction at the end of year? Honestly, my honest, true opinion, I really looking forward to $100 XRP by end of year. Seriously. And don't forget, with XRP, let me say this. With all the spot XRP ETFs, the futures, the trust, and a lot of things that's coming, what I showed you with Japan, I connected the dots for you. Y'all think that's easy doing that? No, it's not easy. I could show you where at one point gold, silver, and XRP had similar numbers. I could pull that up for you. I forgot what year it was. And I'm like, that can't be a coincidence. It can't be. It just can't be. But I told y'all, stack up on that silver, because silver and XRP is going to mesh. It is going to be a big deal sooner or later. So for those who don't have that information, I got you. We got Coinbase supplies running low. We got Binance supplies running low. Those are two major players. We got Uphold supplies running low. We got Upbit, their supplies is running low. Excuse me. These are major players. These ain't no small fries. These ain't your run-of-the-mill exchanges. Here's the link where you can get the cheapest gold and silver. There it is right there. Y'all got no excuse. You're welcome. Want crypto profits to put into silver? It's up to you. I can't really break that down. You get some, you take some profits, yada, yada, yada. It's all up to you. Big Money Benjamin giving you the keys. Thrax. Now I'm at an hour and 35 minutes. Let me get out of here. Salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic. Follow me on Twitter. Joel Benjamin 528 on Twitter. Okay. Astrology Society, thanks for your time, knowledge, and dedication. You are welcome. Okay. I think I answered all the questions. Salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic. Peace.